UN General Assembly. It's a great pleasure to meet with you in New York. You represent different industries of American industries, and I would like to welcome all of you to this event. Last May, I met with the leaders of some American conference through a video conference in order to exchange opinions and to discuss possibilities for new cooperation and investment. And this time, the Turkey-US Business Council brought us together with the representatives of American businesses. I thank the Council for organizing this event, and I wish that this meeting is going to contribute to the development of the business relations between Turkey and the US. Turkey and the USA are two strong strategic partners, and they have been allies for 70 years. This is a very special cooperation which is based on solid foundations, and it has contributed to peace, stability, and safety in different parts of the world for many years. The critical developments that took place recently have demonstrated once again the significance and the value of the strategic partnership between our two countries, not only in economy and trade, but from security to terror to defense to investments. In a broad range of areas, we have serious opportunities for cooperation. Just like in interpersonal relations, states may sometimes experience disagreements in some issues. We believe that with solidarity and mutual respect and through dialogue, these can be overcome. The Turkey-US relations, when we look at it from this perspective, are able to overcome the challenges because they have the level of maturity and capacity to overcome these challenges as long as there is a political understanding and will on the two sides. With my friend President Biden, on 14th of June, we have had frank and comprehensive talks in Brussels, during which we had the chance to reiterate our shared will in this regard. With the President, we discussed that improving our economic relations is not only possible but also necessary. We're in full agreement on this. Our mutual trade volume can be raised to $100 billion, and we have expressed our shared will in this, and as long as the right steps are taken, this is a realistic target which can easily be reached. And the shared trade volume between Turkey and the US has has reached $21 billion last year despite the pandemic. The US is one of the top countries where Turkey exports to, and it is the third one. Our bilateral trade volume is expected to reach $25 billion by the end of the year. With you, with the business people, if we can use the post-pandemic period correctly, we can easily reach our target of $100 billion. Esteemed guests, in the development of our economic and trade relations, we the mutual investments from the two sides play an important role. By June 2020, the number of American countries which operate in Turkey has reached 1,971. The direct investment of the US in Turkey has reached $13 billion, and Turkish investors are carrying out a direct investment of 7 billion in the US. With the broad manufacturing possibilities, the trained workforce with the modern logistic infrastructure and affordable costs, Turkey is becoming more prominent in global trade. During the pandemic, our country has demonstrated once again that it's a reliable link in the global supply chains, not only in health but in production, logistics, public security, employment, and social aid. Our country has differentiated itself in the positive direction. The Asia There are searches for an alternative to Asia-based manufacturing, and with its strategic location between three continents, Turkey has emerged as a option. Despite some of the problems in supply chains and increasing protectionism, we were able to complete the year with growth. Last year, we achieved 1.8% growth rate, which makes us the second among G20 countries. In the same level, within G20, we have become one of the fastest industry growers, and in the first quarter of 2021, we have achieved 7.2, and in the second quarter, we have achieved 21% growth rate, thus maintaining the growth trend. In exports, similarly, we have achieved new record levels, and we have reached $210 billion annually. On the other hand, in the past 19 years, we have carried out reforms which we continue. A short while ago, we have announced our Human Rights Action Plan as well as the Economic Reform Plan in to make our country more civilian, to give to bring in more civilian, democratic, and humanitarian constitution. We continue our efforts for international investors to invest securely in our country. We will continue carrying out such legal changes. In the global economy and production paradigm, some deep changes have taken place, which we monitor closely. Humanity is feeling the consequences of climate change in an increasing way, and we are taking innovative and environmentally friendly steps in our economy. We have a flexible and high capacity production capacity, and when it comes to supply security, this presents many opportunities for American companies. Another way of increasing our economic solidarity goes through diversifying our areas of cooperation. For instance, energy is an important area which presents great opportunities to both countries. Our cooperation with the US in the area of energy, especially in the industry of LNG, our shared activities continue to grow. Our cooperation in this area will be improved further, I'm sure, in the upcoming periods. Our flag bearer, the Turkish Airlines, currently flies to 10 directions, to 10 destinations directly. On 23rd of September, the Dallas airport will be added to this network as well. This is a broad air network which contributes to tourism as well as every other dimension of our relations. Esteemed friends, you are actually playing an important role as ambassadors in the partnership between the two countries. The economic and commercial partnership between the two countries can reach its real potential with a great contribution from your side. This is a great potential of winning, and in order to use this opportunity better, we must always increase the cooperation and mutual dialogue. And to this end, for 50 states of the US, we are developing local-oriented trade policies. As we work sincerely in this area, the US's certain unilateral applications that hinder trade are presenting some challenges for us. But on the other hand, these issues can be solved through dialogue based on mutual interests and cooperation. And for you, business people, of course, there's a great role to play in this area in eliminating the obstacles in front of our trade. At the level of American authorities, we ask you to take steps. For improving the Turkish-American relations, you and the Business Council's contribution will have a multiplier effect. The only agenda, there are certain groups and lobbies who only try to pollute the agenda between Turkey and the US, which run slander campaigns against our country, which present a certain threat, as you can also observe. These are campaigns which have nothing to do with historic and legal facts, and I'm sure you will present a strong stance against such efforts. And as I conclude my remarks with such sentiments, once again, I thank you for attending this significant meeting. The relevant authorities and institutions in the US, in Turkey, and our representatives in the US, their doors are always open to you, and I ask you to believe in the bright future and the potential of Turkey. I would like to thank everyone who contributed to the organization of this meeting, and I wish for it to be auspicious, and take care and bon appetit.
Hitapları için Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza teşekkür ediyoruz. Gecemiz yemek servisi eşliğinde Harmony Trio performansına ek olarak ülkemizi vazgeçilmez türkülerimizle dünya çapında temsil eden ve bu özel gecede Anadolu topraklarından gelen ezgilere kemanıyla hayat verecek Canan Anderson'ın performansı ile devam edecek.